Hello everyone, so a collection update video today. In my recent video where I did a update of my England women's card collection, I talked through my red represent out of 10 England women's cards from the Lionesses Eternity set by Panini. Yesterday I got a very important card through the post. It was the final card I needed for this mini subset that I was putting together. So after we won the Euros last summer, this set came out. These red represent cards were some of my favourites. I got one from my own boxes, an Esme Morgan out of 10. I then bought a couple, got some in some breaks, then all of a sudden the collection grew. So then I worked out, what do I want to get from this Lionesses set? So the first thing was getting the full autograph set, which you've seen previously on my channel. So I finished that towards the end of last year, and then slowly in the background I've been putting this red represent set together. So what I wanted to get was a red represent of every single player that got on the pitch in the final. So then it could be my sort of main mini set from this collection to sort of remember that final. So I'll talk you through each card, and the reason I've brought this tea towel out is that I'm going to lay the players out in the formation of the team. So obviously the goalkeeper was Hannah Hampton. One of the most recent cards I picked up, wasn't lucky enough to get in break myself, was the Lucy Bronze, who obviously played at right back. Then I've got the Jess Carter and her teammate centre back, Leah Williamson. Obviously had an amazing final and captained us to a second Euros title. I picked this one up this was one of the earlier ones I got, because I jumped on getting one on eBay, I think it was. Next up, Alex Greenwood. Obviously played at left back in the final. Had a really good tournament. Getting towards quite a few of these players have potentially got one or two tournaments left in them. But even at the age she is, Alex Greenwood filled in really well at left back, despite sort of being more a central defender these days. Getting into the midfield, we've got Kira Walsh, and then Georgia Stanway. So they played as the holding two. Stanway tends to get a little bit further forward than Walsh, and did so in the final. But they've been a rock in our midfield for years. Then on the right wing, unusual, not as common for her, but she started on the right in the final, was Lauren Hemp. And in the middle, behind the striker, it was Ella Toon. And then the piece that came yesterday, the last one I was missing, it's quite easy to forget that she started the final because she was carrying an injury and she didn't make a lot of impact in the final. But on the left wing in the final, it was Lauren James. I hadn't even seen one of these come listed for sale since the set came out last July. I've been trying to pick these up since sort of September. So the first time one came up, the card itself was in an MGC slab. It is no longer. I don't personally need my personal cards, and obviously I've got the rest of the collection in mag holders, so I've cracked that out. But yeah, put an offer in and the seller accepted. So that was the Lauren James. And then the last player in the starting lineup was Alessia Russo. This was one of the earliest one I picked up. The bulk majority of these I did get on eBay. I got the odd one from breaks, I think. I don't think I got a single one of these from breaks. I don't believe. I think I bought them all. I might have got Stanway, I can't remember. But yeah, I didn't have a lot of luck getting these myself. But yeah, that is essentially what I was trying to do, get the whole team together. I've got Serena. This is one I got from a break, actually. So if you're going to have the starting 11, you might as well have Serena. And then to go along with them, and I don't think they'll quite fit on the tea towel, I might try to fit them along the sides. I've got 4 of the 5 subs that came on in the final, and there's a notable absentee, and it's because she doesn't have any of these cards. So one of the penalty scorers, Niamh Charles, came on at left back late on in the game. I think from memory, Williamson went off with a knock. That might have been the semi-final. It's hard to remember now. Grace Clinton, Chloe Kelly obviously came on it was either at half-time or just before half-time for Lauren James and set up the winning goal for Russo. And then Beth Mead, the one who missed a penalty in the shootout, but it didn't end up mattering in the end. So the big absentee from this is Michelle Adjiman. She only has a rookie auto in the set. Obviously, when they put this together, this was in the old kit. So the images were probably 6-7 months old. At that point, Adjiman won't have had a cap ring the main side because she only made a debut in the last international window before the Euros. So I think she only made was it two appearances, I think, for the senior team before she played for us in the finals. So she's only got rookie auto, so she doesn't have one of these cards. But yeah, this is a set that I've put together. It's taken since the set came out. I've had to patiently put the pieces together. I've had a save search on eBay for the last few months, and every time one's come available, I've tried to pick them up. I got some of them on auction for cheaper than others. A lot of them I've bought through Buy It Now prices. I know, for instance, I got the Russo on an auction. I got Toon on an auction. Actually, she was one of the cheapest of the whole lot I bought, because I got quite lucky with that one compared to, like, I bought Buy It Now, the Chloe Kelly. I sort of rushed into buying that and spent too much on it. Lucy Bronzer waited patiently for one to arrive, and it was listed nice and cheap. But yeah, just slowly pieced it together. These are not going anywhere ever in my collection. As I say, this is the set that I have as a memory of winning the final, and also because these aren't autograph cards, I can have them out on display and not worry about the autographs fading, anything like that. These cards can just stay out. So yeah, I just wanted to show this off now it's done. And hopefully this kind of thing inspires people to add to their own collections. So thank you for watching. I'll catch you later.